Welcome to today's Men's Mental Health blog. I've just woken up recently. I had a bit of a nap after getting back from my work and had a really good presentation today. And yeah, a bit of a mixture of a day, to be honest. Nothing like externally, nothing's really been thrown, like massive's been thrown at me or anything like that. In fact, I've had good stuff happening, like, my career doing well, made some plenty of plans with mates, and I've got a really exciting event next weekend, which I really want to dive into to unblock some of maybe my subconscious blocks. With Danny Morel, getting to go in I've mentioned before, but getting to go into the Diamond, go into a small group of 10 people and personally get some guidance from him as an expert in this area. So that's really cool. In London next weekend. And yeah, so like my mood though, so this morning I woke up and I was all right. Did my meditation and I was all right, had my coffee, and I didn't have a massive downfall after having a coffee or anything like that. Went and did my presentation, went really, really well. And then I went for a walk at lunchtime and I was feeling really good, like on top, like really, really good. Like kind of very comfortable in my own skin, very, very, very relaxed. I know yesterday I made quite an emotional post, and that's how I honestly felt then. But then I was like so hungry because I skipped breakfast and I didn't eat all day. And actually, I think that's a good thing sometimes, and I'll go into that in a minute. Not to starve myself, but I'll go into that. But yeah, and then I just went to a stall and there was like, I got a large double bacon and cheeseburger, a bit unhealthy, and chips because I was really hungry. So I had that, and then I had like this massive crash, and I'm conscious I'd completely broke a fast by an unintentional fast by just eating rubbish food. And I realized how bad, how sluggish, how like my mood changed to complete and utter anger. I had and then I had like a Pepsi Max with it, and then what did I have chocolate bar wise? I feel like I had a chocolate. Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I had this like bakery treat from Pret a Manger, and yeah, and then I suddenly was like really anxious, really angry, really down, and it was like I was having like really angry thoughts. I was really like, if anyone came near me at that point, and it was just like this anger rising to the surface, and I realised how much of an impact, again, but even more so today, that food has on mood. Certain types of food. So, as someone who loves his food and certainly have used food as a bit of an escape, not in a sense of a food disorder or binge eating or anything like that. I know unfortunately some people go through that, but yeah, just like sometimes that high on sugar or whatever I've needed, I just realized the come down effects I've had from those kind of things. And yeah, just particularly through challenging times, I realized obviously alcohol I've like stopped completely. But like food, that there is such a thing. I remember on my podcast interview with an expert on food saying there is a food hangover, and I think that's very true. So yeah, I think it's going to be a bit more of a challenge, but worth it. That I've got, in addition to kicking what I've already kicked out of my life, which is starting to feel like stable now. Like things like no alcohol, no really reducing my social media has really helped me, and the withdrawal kind of from them. Not that I was shaking with alcohol. I must admit, when I've had like a heavy session, coming off of it after like a few days, this is a while back, is quite hard. But yeah, it's interesting how so I'm not really craving alcohol at the moment. I was obviously had an emotional moment yesterday when people in the social were having it, and that's the old me. I was grieving the old me would have just had a load of drinks, and I heard they all went out to like midnight and stuff like that. And I know what would have happened. I would have just felt like depressed for days. So I'm really glad I didn't drink. Because I'm not even that worried about what I do. It's more about how I feel after it. Um, yeah, so like food, just general, not even alcohol, just has a massive impact on my mood. So I'm like being very cautious on that. I'm also going to go and start revisiting my Dr. Amen brain health stuff because that plays a massive impact on how we feel as well. Like the foods we're taking in and the foods we're not taking in. Certain supplements like vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin D, all those kind of things. Luckily, it's sunny a bit in the UK, so I can get a bit more vitamin D. But yeah, just I'm feeling better now because I think the food's worn off a little bit, and the only thing I ate was an apple, and obviously that's not bad for my health. Um, so I'm gonna go for a cold shower now because I need to like ramp myself up a bit more, and then I'm going to go to the gym, do some weights because weights give me. I'm really going to go for it with weights because weights really give me an extra level of power and feel good. So I'm going to do some weights at the gym. And then tomorrow I'm going to go for a very, very, very long run. And I might not run the whole way, but going for a walk sort of run really, really helps me. I need a new power song as well because mine's kind of faded off a little bit. Yeah, so I'm getting more and more self-aware, which is good. I must admit, I feel like I'm gonna struggle tomorrow a little bit. I don't like. I'm gonna have to not get used to it, but like now and then I have to do it. I don't like Saturdays on my own. Like I don't mind weekdays and things like that where I'm like, doing some client calls, doing some work in the evenings and things like that through the week. But weekends, mainly Saturday. Sunday's okay. I don't. It's strange, isn't it? Saturdays, I Saturdays I find quite difficult to be alone. Like when football seasons, that's good. One thing I have to watch out for on football season, of course, when it comes back, is it's great, and then we socialise after. But it's the whole not going for a drink thing, but hanging out with them because I've drunk to avoid loneliness before, but actually it makes me feel like 10 times worse. And then I feel really good on Sunday if I don't go out, but I can feel a little bit lost on a Saturday night on my own at home. So yeah, it's a bit of a tangent, but yeah, I was mainly talking about food, wasn't I? I'm like, it's not the be all and end all, but I'm really looking forward to my event next weekend because I'm definitely not going to be alone because I'm going to be in a room with like hundreds of people and in a close proximity circle as well. And it's really an opportunity to build, I've got lots of different friends and different groups and social things, but like build an even better circle of people who got very like-minded thinking. So I'm excited about that next weekend. Yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Gonna go for a cold shower and then the gym. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the impact of food on my mood. I've also had a lack of sleep, so yeah, I try to sleep, but it was difficult. Anyway, I'll speak to you in my next video. Thanks for watching.